I've been here a while, and I've never seen anyone more capable than Judge Barrett on the law. 2 days without a note. Senator Cornyn made that obvious to us. I didn't know she didn't have any notes till you mentioned it. But a deep and wide understanding of the law, but the most important thing to me, understanding what a judge does versus what we do. And to all the people out there wondering about Judge Barrett, I can tell you this: the law of Amy will not be applied to a case in controversy. It will be the law as written in the Constitution or by statute or whatever regulatory body she's going to review. She will take her job on without agenda. But important to me is it's okay to be a complete person and be on the Supreme Court. It's okay to be pro-life. She embraces the pro-life cause in her personal life, but she understands that judging is not a cause, it is a process. She embraces her faith like millions of other Americans. And there's some things being said about her and her family that are disgusting. And I just want to compliment her family for giving her the backing she needed to take on this job. And I want to thank the members of this committee for standing up against some pretty vile things. But again, my Democratic colleagues did not go too far, in my opinion. But we'll end with this. Forget about what we think as political people for a moment. All of us are in the political process. In 2013, when they changed the rules to require a simple majority to pack the D.C. Circuit Court, you could see days like this coming. It was a decision that Senator Schumer and Reid made in collaboration. I remember the night before the rules change vote, Senator Schumer called me and informed me of it. I was very disappointed because I've been in a bunch of groups around here trying to keep the traditions alive of having a 60-vote requirement to get on the court. And I remember telling Senator Schumer, you'll regret this. Today, he will regret it. And all I can say is that Judge Gorsuch was filibustered 2 or 3 times, requiring us to change the rules. They started this, not me. If it were up to me, there'd be a 60-vote requirement in the Senate today. Denying Judge Gorsuch the votes necessary to go to the floor was just the beginning of the end of a process that had served the country well. How could anybody in their right mind believe that Judge Gorsuch wasn't as qualified as Sotomayor and Kagan? How could anybody in their right mind, after listening to Judge Barrett, not understand she's not just qualified, she's incredibly qualified? So qualifications apparently don't matter anymore. It's about trying to create a situation for your favor politically. I don't know where this ends or how it ends, but I do know this. After listening to the excerpt of Vice President Biden's explanation about court packing, I am more confused than ever. The one thing I can say is that the real energy in the Democratic Party is to pack the court, is to expand it from 9 to whatever number they need to make it liberal. And as to my good friend, Senator Feinstein, what happened to her by showing an act of human kindness tells you all you need to know about what awaits a senator who gets in the way of the agenda they have for our nation, beginning with the court. The day we start changing the number after every election to make it the way we would like politically, partisan-wise, is the end of the independence of the court. Lots at stake in this election, but today I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate the fact that Judge Amy Barrett will be reported out of this committee unanimously, that to all the young women out there like Amy Barrett, this is a big day for you. To the country as a whole, you're going to have an associate justice on the court that you should be proud of. This is a good day. If you don't believe me, Just listen to what the ABA said. American Bar Association is not high on Senator Lee's list. And many of you. I think they do give some Republican nominees a hard time, but I've continued to use them because I keep as many traditions in place as I can. But to folks who are watching this hearing, their job is to evaluate the nominee in three categories: professional competencies, character, judicial disposition. They spent hundreds of hours, talked to hundreds of people from all walks of life about this judge, Judge Barrett. And here's what they found. The American Bar Association Standing Committee on the Federal Judiciary has completed the evaluation of the professional qualifications of Judge Amy Barrett. As you know, the Standing Committee confines its evaluation to the qualities of integrity, professional competence, and judicial temperament. A substantial majority of the Standing Committee determined that Judge Barrett is well qualified, and a minority is of the opinion that she is qualified to serve on the Supreme Court of the United States. The majority rating represents the Standing Committee's official rating, which is the highest you can get. I asked the two presenters a question. Would both of you feel comfortable going before Judge Barrett? They replied, absolutely. Another piece of information was from Ms. O'Hara. She was the dean of Notre Dame Law School while Judge Barrett was a professor. Remember what she had to say. I have only communicated with this august committee on two occasions. The first was 10 years ago when I wrote a strong letter in support of now Justice Elena Kagan, whose term as Dean of Harvard Law School overlapped with my own. The second is today introducing and endorsing Amy Coney Barrett in equally strong terms. Some might find these recommendations in juxtaposition, but I find them entirely consistent. So do I. I voted for both.